Volume 2 of the Poem of the Man God, Chapter 145, Evangelization at Sychar, a vision given to Maria Valtorta on the 24th of April, 1945. This chapter follows on from the famous incident of Jesus encountering the woman at the well. We learn from Maria Valtorta's visions that her name was Photini. That chapter has been uploaded and you hopefully have seen that already. The following chapter, where the people of Sychar come to greet Jesus. Hopefully you've watched that too. And now this is the third chapter in this little sequence. Jesus is speaking to a large crowd in the centre of a square. He has climbed on a stone bench near the fountain. The crowds are around him. Also the 12 are around him. Their faces are dismayed or annoyed, or they clearly show disgust at certain contacts. Bartholomew and the Iscariot in particular clearly show their embarrassment, and to be as far as possible from the Samaritans, the Iscariot is sitting astride the branch of a tree, as if he wanted to dominate the scene, while Bartholomew is leaning against a door in a corner of the square. The prejudice is evident and clearly visible in all of them. Jesus, on the contrary, has not changed his usual attitude in the least. Nay, I would say that he is endeavouring to prevent his majesty from frightening the people, and at the same time he tries to let it shine to remove all doubts. He caresses 2 or 3 little ones and asks them their names. He takes an interest in an old man to whom he gives alms himself. He replies to 2 or 3 questions which are put to him on private matters, not on general problems. The first one is the request of a father whose daughter had eloped and is now begging to be forgiven. "Forgive her at once. But I suffered because of her, master, and I still suffer. In less than a year I've grown 10 years older." "Forgiveness will relieve you." "It is not possible. The wound is still there." "That is true. But in the wound there are 2 parts that hurt. One is the undeniable affront you received from your daughter. The other is the effort to cease loving her. Remove at least the latter. Forgiveness, which is the highest form of love, will remove it. You must consider, poor father, that your daughter was born of you, and is always entitled to your love. If you knew that she was suffering from a physical disease, and that she would die unless you cured her yourself, would you let her die? Most certainly not. Consider then that you, with your forgiveness, can put an end to her trouble and bring her back to her wholesome instinct, because you must realise that she was overwhelmed by the basest material instinct. So you would advise me to forgive her? You must. How will I be able to see her move about the house and not curse her for what she has done? In that case, you would not forgive her. Your forgiveness must not consist in opening once again the door of your house to her, but in reopening your heart. Be good, man. What? Shall we not have for our own child the patience we have for a restless steer? A woman instead asks Jesus whether she ought to marry her brother-in-law to give a father to her little orphans. Do you think he will be a real father to them? Yes, master, I do. They are 3 boys. It takes a man to guide them. Marry him then, and be a faithful wife to him as you were to your first husband. The third man asks him whether he will be doing the right thing or not by accepting an invitation to go to Antioch. Man, why do you want to go there? Because I've not enough means here for myself and my large family. I met a Gentile who would employ me because he saw how skillful I am in my work, and he would take on also my sons. But I would not like... The scruple of a Samaritan may seem strange to you, but there it is. I would not like to lose our faith. That man, you know, is a heathen. So? Nothing contaminates unless one wants to be contaminated. Go to Antioch and be of the true God. He will guide you, and you will be the benefactor of your master, who will acquire the knowledge of God through your honesty.